Hey guys, welcome back. Like the video says, I lied. Yes, I did. I said I wasn't going to do any more vinyl updates this year, but you know what? I got so much shit I need to show it off. So, hoping you guys will find something cool in it, you know, something that you want to check out and, you know, maybe purchase, you know. We'll see what we got. But yeah, I just got stacks and stacks of stuff that's been coming in now. Finally, a lot of the stuff I ordered a while back has been, you know, coming in. Of course, we all know about how that goes with the shipping these days. But yeah, so that's what I got. So we're gonna get one of these and we're gonna get started. So what we're listening to now is Metal Lucifer, and this is Heavy Metal Bulldozer, and this is just cool Japanese heavy metal, new wave of British heavy metal influence, of course. Just real fun stuff. Just put this on, have some fun. Very cool stuff. So yeah, Metal Lucifer, check it out. Okay, and the first record I have for you guys today is Desolation, and this is self-titled, and this is from 2005, and this is on Prank Records. Desolation is from San Francisco. They're made up of members of Scurvy Dogs, Born Dead, and Strung Up. It's just real breakneck hardcore with huge influence of like crust and Japanese hardcore. It's just nasty, murky, with vocals, with like thick, you know, kind of churning guitar chords. It's even got some doom, kind of doomy touches here and there. It's just really great stuff. If you're into Japanese hardcore at all and you haven't heard these guys, definitely check it out. I think you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, Desolation. And the next record I have for you guys is Sarcator, and this is from this year, and this is from Redefining Darkness, and this is just killer kick-ass thrash with like violent and unsettling kind of transitions on it. It's kind of a mixture of I would say like Venom and Sodom, and just which kind of makes this, you know, Swedish black and thrash metal act good. It's fucking killer shit. So it's like good old school blistering riffs. It has lots of cool hooks and twists in the music. Big thing I just learned about these guys is crazy that all the members are between like 15 and 21 years old. I was like, holy shit, great talents. So it's just a great old school thrash sound, but put, you know, with the modern day feel at the same time. It's just great knowing that there's youngsters out there like this that are keeping the metal flame alive. But it's killer release. But yeah, if you're into old school thrash, check it out. And the record itself is kind of cool vinyl if you're into that. Kind of fancy dancy. So the next record I have for you guys is the new Inquisition, and this is Black Mass for a Mass Grave, and this just came out this year, 2020, Angola Records, and this is 2 LPs, gatefold. This is Inquisition's 8th record. It's very nostalgic sounding in many ways. Has big influences on this from the Great Immortal that I'm hearing, which is fantastic. It's very haunting melodies on here, great composed riffs, mysterious arrangements. You know, it's very epic sounding, kind of with oppressing ambience kind of in sections, and it even has hints of I would say dungeon synth And on this record, compared to their other records, this is a lot slower. It's like a faster paced doom sound, I would say. It's even got like psychedelic 70s elements as well. It's like very explorative for them, I would say for sure. Great production on this record. It's truly black metal with the power of the cosmos. I would say that for sure, and I know they would like to hear that. So, biggest thing, it's just a mesmerizing record. I mean, I don't do the top 20 lists or anything like that as far as that goes, but this would definitely be at close to the top or the top of black metal releases for the year. But yeah, New Inquisition, check it out. And next up I have Deinonychus. At least I hope that's how you say their name. And this is Ode to Acts of Murder, Dystopia, and Suicide. This is a reissue that came out this year on Sinister Initiative. This originally came out in 2017, I believe. They're a Dutch metal band that kind of combines doom, goth, and black metal. And it's a combination that is equally intoxicating and depressive, to be honest. It's like agonizing melodic riffs that make for like dramatic and powerful sounds. The vocals are perfect for this music. It's like pained whimpers almost, and they sound like you're a true burden on existence. I mean, it's just perfect for it. It's like great fluidity with the stomping tempos, the blast, and the trudgy doom beats. It feels like atmospheric, tortured goth almost, in a way. I'm probably not the best at explaining it. It's just kind of real cool stuff. But definitely, if you haven't heard of these guys, check them out. It's very unique, I think. I really dig it. But yeah. And the vinyl on that is kind of a white cool vinyl. So. And next up we have a classic for you guys, and that is Destruction Mad Hatter EP, and this is a reissue on High Roller, and I have the original of this on cassette, and it's kind of weird, all these years I've never had the vinyl of it, and when I seen High Roller did this reissue, I thought I better get onto that because they always do so nice on their reissues, so I picked it up. So to me, this was kind of a new era for Destruction, in a way, I guess, because they started to get a little more technical with this record. Very, mid-paced songs with sharp riffs and solos, kind of starting to getting a little more complex. It's an absolute shred fest. The dual guitar solos, and even has bass solos as well on this, which is very cool. The title track on this is, in my opinion, legendary. It's one of my favorite songs of all time from them. It's just, it's just a record that, I think they got a little more sophisticated on, and it's one of my all-time favorite thrash EPs. I guess there's not much more to say than that. You guys probably all have heard it. Hopefully all love it. So yeah, Destruction, Mad Butcher, and that does come on white vinyl also. So kind of a yep. And this next record I have for you guys is kind of an oddball of a record, I guess you would say, in a way. And this is Exorcist, and this is Nightmare Theater, and this is another reissue on High Roller, and this originally came out in 1985. And Exorcist was a crazy band. I remember back in the day when this came out, they never played any live shows. People didn't know who was in the band. You know, you never seen interviews by them. It was like kind of a mystery or mysterious type of thing. And this was the only record they ever put out. So the rumor was that Exorcist was a studio project of Dave DeFrias, who's the front man for Virgin Steel. And it's just like crazy over the top songs, but it has elements of like early black metal, thrash, and even like the earliest of death metal. It's like distorted vocals with like kind of blackened rasps. It's, I guess the unique thing about this record for me personally is that I think it's one of the earliest records that I can remember that blended both black metal and an early incarnation of death metal. It was very odd for that time. Now looking back on it, you know, it's kind of more significant than probably people realize. It's just a real interesting slice of 80s extreme music scene, but it's very cool. But yeah, Exorcist, check it out. And it also comes on a colored vinyl, kind of a purplish record. And next up we have Beherit, and this is The Oath of the Black Blood, and that came out this year on Nuclear War Now. And first thing I want to say is that this is probably one of the nicest put together packaging of a record that I've seen in a long time. Beautiful matte finish, very thick stock, gatefold record. Very cool. And another thing is, it comes with this 44-page booklet, tons of info, photos, you know, just tons of different stuff about Beherit, you know, just cool stuff, which was a big part of why I bought this. Another thing that's a little different on this than other is that I got the picture disc version. Reason I got picture discs, which I don't get a lot of picture discs, but I got this because I've just always loved that album cover, and it just looks badass on picture disc. Just classic Beherit. It's very cool. But yeah, this isn't like a normal release either from them. What this is a compilation. Was what this is. It's their demo, Demonicity, I think it is, or something to that effect. I probably said it wrong. And their EP, Dawn of Satan's Millennium, both from 1990. So it's just like cool, oddly structured vocals that, you know, has sound scary like what we love. It's like a mixture of like grim atmosphere and brutality. It's by far not Beherit's best work, that's for sure, but it's just a great representation of the Finnish band at the time. It's just violent, untamed black metal. Like I said, one of the biggest reasons I got this was just because of how beautiful they did the packaging and the picture disc and stuff, so that was my main thing. But yeah, killer. If you're into Beherit and you're a collector of all their stuff, this is a must-have as far as I'm concerned. So, alright, let's see. And now we have Of Feather and Bone, and this is Sulfuric, Disintegration, and this came out this year on Profound Lord, and this is a fucking fantastic record. It's old school death metal, but it's mixed with like grind and crusty hardcore that's just violent as hell. It's like tremolo riffing that is fucking aggressive, violent nature, punishing heaviness on this. The riffs are like just kind of catchy, but in a blistering and suffocating way. I mean, I can't say enough about this record. It's just very cool. I mean, there's even like tinges of like death doom elements on this that make all 30 minutes of this record enjoyable. I mean, it is a fantastic release. If you're into, you know, this new kind of wave of death metal that's been going on, this is a must. But yeah, check it out. Of Feather and Bone. Alright, now I have this. And this is Escuela, which I'm probably butchering their name and I apologize. Grind. And this is Indoctrination. And this came out this year on Armageddon. What this is 29 minutes of raw grindcore fury. Heavy laden riffs that are layered with brutality. Fierce vocal delivery on this with like politically charged lyrics. It's just like excellent grind with mixture of like doom, noise, and death metal that creates a brutal depravity. Some of the best grindcore I've heard in years, to be honest. I mean, if you're into grindcore and you haven't heard this yet, this is a must-have. I don't say that much about a lot of stuff, but this is a must-have if you're into grind. But yeah, definitely check this shit out. Killer. And kind of a cool inner sleeve with theirs too. Some cool artwork on their inner sleeve. And it kind of comes with kind of a funky greenish stuff here for that. But yeah, if you go away with anything from this video and you like I said, anything with grind, fucking must have. Alright, that said, now we are getting into this, and this is Accursed. And Accursed is a Swedish hardcore crust punk band, and this is the name of their record. Since it's Swedish, I'd butcher it, so there you go. And this was put out in 2007 on Prank Records. It's like dark and dirty, D-beat awesomeness. Fantastic harsh shouted vocals on this. Mid-tempo savage riffs. It's like real aggressive, one-dimensional, which is a great thing on this. It's very well produced and just killer written music, to be honest. Just, you know, if you like Swedish hardcore or some of that European early hardcore stuff in general, this is a true fucking ripper. So yeah, definitely check it out. Accursed. And I think that came on it's kind of a milky, almost grayish white vinyl. So yeah. Alright, now got a couple classics for you. And this is Overthrow, and this is Within Suffering, and this is a reissue from 2016 from The Crypt, who always does beautiful reissues. It's a gatefold. There's lyrics and some photos on there and stuff. So, but yeah, 2 LPs. The first LP has the record Within Suffering on it, and then the other LP of this has their demo on it, which is Bloody Denomination, I think is what it's called, if I remember correctly. But with this is a great combination of like thrash brutality and technicality at the same time. It's like technical, fast riffing, kind of invokes a cool heaviness to it with like high-speed picking. Great, energetic, like snarling vocals. It's hard to believe these guys weren't more popular back in the early 90s, to be honest. I mean, it's just classic thrash. I mean, just really well done thrash. It's definitely a classic Canadian thrash record as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, definitely check it out. And the last record I have for you today is one of my all-time faves, and we have Omen, and this is Battle Cry, and this is another reissue on High Roller, and this is Omen's debut record. Came out in 1984. It was originally on Metal Blade Records. I have this on CD, but it's kind of like a couple of these other reissues that I just haven't had it on vinyl all these years, and but god damn it, they do such a nice job on this. I need it on vinyl, so I got the vinyl too. You know, it's kind of that collector scum shit that everybody talks about, but it's just nothing like, you know, putting the needle on the vinyl and just kicking back and jamming, man. It's just, I've been doing it for so many years, I just love it. So, but enough of that said. It's just like thunderous riffs on this, and guitar leads. Amazing and powerful, just one-of-a-kind vocals on this from J.D. Kimball, that are like aggressive and like tough at the same time. It's just a no bullshit, you know, one-of-a-kind, in-your-face fucking heavy metal record. It's like epic metal classic that every heavy metal fan should own, in my opinion. I mean, you just can't go wrong with, you know, Omen. I mean, it's Gatefold too. I guess I didn't show that. But this also comes on a colored vinyl variant, I guess. If you're into that, it's kind of like a brown marbleish. It's kind of cool. But yeah. So that's all I got for you guys today. Like I was saying, you know, sorry I came back with another video of vinyl updates, but I needed to because I had a lot of shit laying around. I just right here, I got probably 35 or so new CDs, and I still got another stack of probably 20, 30 vinyls, I think. So, and I got some bunch of cassettes too. So, but yeah, so after the first year, I'll be pumping out some more of them. But I'm going to be doing a lot of this other stuff that I've been kind of hinting to off and on. My next video I'm going to probably put up in a couple days. It's going to be a little short video, but I'm hoping to get some cool responses out of it and get some people involved in it. So that's cool. Another thing is, be glad to get rid of fucking 2020. I guess the biggest and best thing out of 2020 for me was that I spent a shitload of money on records this year because I didn't have it to spend anywhere else. So I spent a lot more than normal probably on records this year. So that was one positive, I guess, out of this whole fucked up mess. But yeah, and another thing for 2020, in the last few months since I started this, I wanted to thank everybody that's kind of welcomed me with open arms. I appreciate it. You kind of the old school YouTubers that have, you know, commented and gave me a little advice and even, you know, told me you enjoyed what I did, and you've been even finding some stuff that you might not have heard of before and picked up and, you know, checked out. So to me, that's what it's all about. It's, all of us finding different music, showing our passion for music that, you know, I've lived almost my entire life with. So I just love sharing it with everybody, and you know, like I said, thanks for everybody that's really been welcoming. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about the stuff that I love, and I know all you do too. So I just look forward to building these friendships with people, and I appreciate everything, and I wish you all the happiest new year, and hopefully 2021 will be a hell of a lot better. We'll get out and see some of these bands maybe this summer. Just, you know, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens, but until then, stay fucking extreme.